Hi, my name is Nisa Far. I am an incoming second-year student at the University of Colorado School of Dental Medicine. Yeah, absolutely. So I would say that for the most part, I think it's gotten a little bit easier, mainly because everyone has kind of become accustomed to the technology that we're using and just kind of being online for our lecture classes. But I think one major difference that we've had since the semester that we had last spoken was that we have a lot more in-person activities on campus, actually. So we're on campus about 3 or 4 times a week for our labs and for assisting in clinic. And so that's really made all the difference in terms of balancing out our online classes. So that's been really helpful. Yeah, in the winter time, a little bit after we had last spoken, some of the protocols became a little more strict. We had to wear our N95 masks under our normal masks anytime we were in school or in clinic, just to be safe, because I think that the numbers were rising a little bit at that point. But then over the summer, as with CDC guidelines, and because of the vaccinations, we've been able to go back to a little bit of like larger groups that we work in our labs. And the restrictions have loosened a little bit on campus, with the exception of when we see our patients in the clinic. So that's been really nice. Our school was able to get us access to vaccinations in January. So it's felt a little bit safer since then to be able to have things loosen a little bit. Yeah, I don't think there's much I would necessarily do differently. I think that so much was just up in the air and we just had to learn to flow with it and have flexibility with it. But I do wish, looking back, that I could have gotten to know more of my classmates. It's been a year and there's still actually many classmates that I've never had the chance to really talk to and get to know. And so that would have been great to get to know more of my classmates, kind of like a traditional class that's incoming. But besides that, I don't think I would really change anything. Yeah, absolutely. I think that the schools have learned quite a bit and adjusted over the past year's circumstances with COVID. And I think with restrictions easing up a little, I think there's a little bit more predictability in terms of what to expect. And I think that the communication will hopefully be easier in that sense as well. I think continuing to reach out to the resources that you have and trying to get as much help as possible is really helpful. And trying to get in for shadowing, I know it's not possible for everyone, but I think one great way of doing that is to try and find an office that you can also be an assistant, because they need that help as well, and that gets you really great hands-on experience. So I think as much as possible, finding those opportunities for shadowing, volunteering, anything in the dental field would be really helpful during this time. I don't think with COVID, I think dentists have had to adjust quite a bit, but also they're still meeting in person in their offices. And so finding ways around that would be, I think, really beneficial. But other than that, like, best of luck and yeah.